Hello everyone, this is Emmond with Gamey Daddy, and I'm here with another video from Tom Clancy's The Division. Yep, I'm still here, and I told you guys I'm going to be doing these videos as much as I can, and well, here I am, and I have just a limited amount of time to complete this video, so let's skip all the pleasantries. If you want to read my bio, go to the About page and all that good stuff. So, the global events are on hand. I mean, if you look at your screen or something, I don't know if I can see mine, we're literally 9 hours away from it, and I wanted to put out a video from the context of somebody who doesn't have enough time to actually play this game, because as you guys know, I'm not able to play as much as possible or make videos, and so what I've decided to do was just actually plan my steps bit by bit. So I'm making this video just to talk about a build that no one is really talking about, or just a playstyle that nobody necessarily puts into mind when, you know, especially other content creators, when they're making videos. Now, I'm not saying no one has done this, but I'm saying it's not usually the norm. You're not going to get a lot of videos about utility builds at this time. So what I'm going to show you right now is a utility build that can make you useful for the grind. So if you don't have enough time to grind, you're going to have to grind smarter. And to do that, you're going to have to team up with people. You're going to have to jump into missions, and you want to be a useful player. You don't want to be the guy that gets kicked or the guy that's like, oh, you're useless to the team. So you want to go there and you want to have something to bring when you build. So first things first, to be a utility player, you got to ask yourself 4 questions. How useful is your gear set to the team is the first question. Like, okay, when you build, what are you building? Are you building something that actually gives the team more DPS, or something that sustains the team over time when it comes to healing, or, you know, whatever it is that you build? Or do you provide some kind of crowd control? Those are some of the things that you look at when you're building. And the second thing is, how useful is this build to you? Because you don't want to bring something to the team or to the table that has no benefit for you, you know, as a player yourself, or something that harms you. So when you're building, you don't want to just, I don't know, invest in all the places that helps everybody else, while you yourself, you're, you know, losing in different aspects of, you know, the game, or you're not enjoying certain aspects. So that's another question you got to ask yourself. How useful is it to you? And then the third thing is, does it fit your play style? I don't want you to watch this video and walk away saying, oh, that was such a trashy build. Well, if you like DPS, you're probably not gonna like this build. So just stop the video right now and walk away. And I'm telling you, you spend your time doing other things, because that's just the nature of it. Some people are more DPS inclined, some people are more skill power inclined in the sense of skill power damage, and some people are more skill power inclined in the terms of, you know, skill power with sustaining the group. So you've got to know what your play style is. And then the final question, number 4, is, do you have alternative variations of this build? So you jump on the game and everyone's like, all right, I'm gonna run Reclaimer, I'm gonna run Striker, I'm gonna run Sentry, and you're sitting there with your Reclaimer build, but someone already said they were gonna run Reclaimer, or they have a better Reclaimer build than you do. Like, I went into this game and this guy's Reclaimer build, I mean, so much health, it was so awesome. We were just like, this is how good it was. There was a guy who didn't have a level 30, well, he had a level 30 character, but he didn't have any alt. So it was probably one of those sped up characters that just leveled up really fast and hadn't unlocked everything, but he was still playing legendary Warring Gate with us, and literally we beat it because this guy's Reclaimer was so stinking amazing. Okay, so in a situation like that, you want to make sure you have an alternative version. Anyways, let me show you how I use one of my builds, one of the variations of my builds, to actually go into missions. And this build is a utility build that sustains the team and runs us through missions. I know you're probably thinking Reclaimer or Tactician. Nope, it's Final Measure. Now, why would I build a Final Measure? Well, let me answer my 4 questions for you. So how useful is this gear set to the team? Well, 1, my build has 9,000 electronics, which will give us a sustainable heal. It's 1,000 electronics less than, you know, what you're able to get right now in patch 1.8. You can get up to 10,000 electronics, or, you know, a lot more skill power. But guys, 9k with a competent team, that's enough. Okay, except you're running with a bunch of noobs and you literally have to carry them, then you're gonna need a lot more than this. So how useful is this gear set to my team? The gear set is useful for my team because I can provide a good heal. If I want, I can provide a good immunizer as well, so that they can take all kinds of damage from the enemy and all that good stuff. Now, usually it's nice for somebody else to run another support station in a build like this. This is not a reclaimer build, so there are some limitations to it as well. The second question I want to answer is, how useful is this build to you? Well, I mean, I guess I can answer number 2 and 3, whether it fits my playstyle or whatever. I'm a strictly cover-based player. I love playing. I know, right? In a cover-based shooter, I have to say I'm a cover-based player. Oh, help me. Anyways, I love playing from cover. So usually when I jump into a mission, I'm not usually the guy running around and melting NPCs, except I'm feeling it. Like, there are days where, I've melted enemies with this character and people actually tag me and say, are you a guy or a girl? Because I've played really aggressive. Gender has nothing to do with it, but just because my character is a female character and I play very aggressive, some people wonder, wow, that's crazy, but whatever. But usually I like to lay back so I can heal the team, so I can pull people up when they're knocked down. That's just my play style. I like it because if we wipe, I don't have a lot of time to come back and start a long legendary mission from some stupid checkpoint. I want us to do the mission one time, get it done. That's why I'm saying this fits my playstyle and is very useful to me. Also, I'm going to show you the bonuses for Final Measure. See? Look at this. 2-piece. 25% exotic damage resilience. I could use that. I don't get shocked too much. I don't get burned too much. All kinds of damage. I have a little bit of exotic damage resilience. And if I wanted to go for it, I could spec for EDR on all sorts of aspects of my gear. So I could get a lot more than 25, guys. A ton more, at least up to 40%. Now, another 15% protection from elites. I'm going to be playing some of the hardest content. This is going to keep me a little bit tanky. If you look at my stamina, it's useless. I mean, especially now that, they buff stamina, I can get a lot more, but I've decided to go this route. And so a little bit of protection from elites is not going to hurt anybody, okay? And then finally, when in range of hostiles, grenades or mortars, diffuses them and adds grenades to your inventory. This can only happen once every 8 seconds. Guys, I play a lot of Falcon Lost. Talk about mortars. Oh yeah, I play a lot of Clear Sky when I'm trying to farm. Clear Sky, I hate Clear Sky, but that is just the fastest farm that you can get. And I build to it. This gear set, it will run me through Clear Sky easily. Like, it's a breeze because all those mortars, I mean, I'm knocking out probably 6 out of 10 of them every time with my Final Measure build. The moment they hit me, they disappear. That is a build right there. That is a utility build that is specific to farming, especially when you don't have a lot of time. And then the final thing and the final question I would answer is if I have alternate variations, and the answer is yes. Now, you're probably wondering, like, why does he have okay, so this is one variation, this is another variation. I mean, these are not optimized, but I've run them on different scenarios and in different, if you look, the weapon talents are for this variation is just kind of mediocre. I have this one to cool down my skills. This is trained, and this is, what is this? This is cool-headed. I got talented, I got determined, and these were test builds that I was running a long time ago, trying to see how I can fine-tune my Final Measure build. This variation actually has a short bow knee pads because this is a demolition expert build set right here from it's a demolition expert variation, so I can toss grenades at those legendary NPCs even before they run away. Those grenades are going to hit them. Pretty much 80% grenade toss accuracy with these knee pads. So it depends on you. How do you like playing and how do you want to play? You're going to have to build that way, and this is the one build I know that you can use to farm during these global events. Now let's look at my weapons and my weapon talents. Why am I picking these weapons? Well, high rate of fire, the MG5 and the M4. They are both high rate of fire weapons, and I'm going to rock them anyhow I can. Why am I picking these talents? Well, if you're going to run all these electronics, you're going to have to be creative with your talent selection. So what have I picked here for my MG5? I picked talented, competent. I get an extra 10%, weapon damage when my skill is deployed for 15 seconds, which is pretty nice. I stole this accurate idea from Marco Style. In the last video that he did, he literally showed the difference between an MG5 that had accuracy and one that didn't have accuracy. Now, the MG5 is pretty accurate. All the LMGs in this game, not all of them, but most of them are pretty accurate if you spec well. So you can go ahead and you can spec and get more accuracy or whatever it is that you want on your LMG, or if you want it on the MG5. I like it. 800 RPM for an LMG. That's pretty cool. And then my lightweight M4, same talents. I know, competent, talented, accurate. Well, I could get something better here, because the M4s are they're pretty accurate in my opinion. I mean, you can shoot very well with them if you're, even for a mediocre person that I don't know how to shoot for crap. That's why I love playing on PC, because it's just easier. And so those are some of the decisions that I made. And if you really want to go big, you know, I got the big Alejandro here. If you want to, you know, if you want to go crazy with 1,000 RPM, come on. Now, the reason a lot of people don't run the big Alejandro is because you're missing one of the mod slots here. Which one is it? Yeah, you don't have a, what do they call these things here? Golly, I don't have time for all of this. Talk to me. Let me see what they call it. Yeah, the underbarrel. Yep. Yeah, so the Alejandro doesn't have the underbarrel, but I'm telling you, man, you're not really giving up too much, in my estimation anyways. Let me see what it is. You're not giving up too much from the underbarrel. You're giving up a lot, don't get me wrong. I mean, you can get a lot of percentage different things with, you know, I mean, 3 different possibilities if you had, you know, an underbarrel on this weapon. Let me see what this underbarrel gives me. You know, 19% critical hit damage, reload speed, optimal range. You know, that's a lot, you know, to give up. But in my mind, I really don't care, because the final talent here, to me, is worth it. Every bullet fired at an enemy from cover, as I said, a cover-based player that I am, increases weapon damage by 0.5% up to 50%. Wow. The bonus lasts for 10 seconds. Getting a kill with this weapon while in cover resets the duration. The bonus damage is cancelled by reloading, swapping weapons, or exiting combat. For 200 more RPM, please sign me up, okay? I mean, this is definitely the weapon I'm going to use. Now, I'm going to optimize this. I'm going to take this optimization station, and I'm going to, you know, tweak all the gear stats and all that stuff. Capable, I don't know. It was good, because I'm popping a lot of skills, so I'm getting all this weapon handling for 15 seconds. So I still need to do some testing and estimate pretty much where it is at, you know, I think I want to go with this build. I also have a tactical ACR. I tested it. It's got a little bit more damage than my M4. Where's that M4? Here I am running around. Okay, yeah, it's got like 2,000 more damage, but it's lacking in RPM. And I'm telling you, if you're building with this mediocre firearms, what's going to really make the difference is your rate of fire. Anyways, I've hit 12 minutes on this video. So what else do I need to say here? Put your mods where they need to be. If you want your mods to support, you know, to go for your support station, or go for your turret, or go for first aid heal, whatever it is you're doing, you base your build on something that is useful for you and something that's useful for your team. And you can farm and you can be useful wherever you jump into. Everybody loves a final measure build on their team, even though many people are not going to run it. But when those grenades start to come, when those mortars start to land, I'm telling you, they will always appreciate you defusing those grenades. Anyways, that's just what I have for now. I guess I'll maybe put out more videos here in a bit. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for listening and watching. If you haven't subscribed, click that subscribe button, especially if you're a gamey dad, or you're someone who just is a casual because of circumstance, not because you're not a great player, but you know, life comes and goes and all that good stuff. Thank you once again for listening and watching. I'll see you soon. Peace.